present thyself.
Khan, sir.
So you gonna stand, there you go. You're gonna say your name, then you're gonna say your tribe, and then you're gonna say Yakban Yashala.
Okay. Kunaya Gabar Ben Yahawada Ben Yashrala.
Ban Yashala.
Ban Yashrala.
Now you're gonna salute.
Shalom Yabashim Yashabta.
Yabashim Yashabta. Now you're gonna come in, you're gonna sit right in the middle. Or you're gonna stand, but you're gonna be right in the middle. Alright. Now you about to drink from the chalice, alright?
Come with God, sir.
Sar. You're gonna take your right hand. Sar. Now you're gonna take your left hand and put it over your chest. You're gonna take the right hand, you're gonna say La Yashala.
La Yashala.
Now you're gonna drink it. La Yashala. Sar. Sar. Now you're going to take the scroll and you're going to put it over your right shoulder. I'm going to help you out with it. All right, you're going to hold it. Be careful because it will hit the ceiling. All right, go ahead and you turn and face that way. All right, Majum, everybody stand. Well, Punya Akwadam, which means rise and face the east. So you're going to face that way. All right. All right. Salakia, give me 1 second. Go, God. So take this belt off. We're going to read the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwavka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Ayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Ayah. Bashemayim. Nathan Lacham. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kabawath Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kabawath Yanawa. Wala'a. Tabaya'a Nawa. Bayasaya 1. Abal. Hawashaya Nawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Mala'ala. Waha'ala. Wahataparath. Wa'ailayumyum. Okay. La'aiwalamyum. Aman. In the English. Our Father. Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. The prayer for the power, hakach in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Babakusha. Nathan Lanawa. Hakach. Larapa'ah. Salaki. Start saying it again. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Makal Madawa. Hakach. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakach. Lahakwiyum. Hamathyum. Hakach. Arakawa. Hatama'ala. Lagarasham. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman. In the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please. Give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. Now, of course, everybody, you're going to repeat after what I'm saying in the Hebrew and the English, all right? That's everybody, all right? The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushai.
Ba'ashim Yahushai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasha'Allah.
Wayasha'Allah.
Waha.
Waha.
Bayath Saparium.
Bayath Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Ba'ashim Yahushai.
Ba'ashim Yahushai.
Thawada Amun.
Thawada Amun.
And what we just said was Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, Salakia. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. Psalms chapter 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharium.
Al-Haharium.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
Azariah.
Isaiah.
Azariah.
Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Asha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Ma'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalga.
Regalga.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shalamar.
Shalamar.
Yashala.
Yashala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarach.
Wayaraf.
Balayala.
Balaya. Salakia. Say it again.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makarai.
Makarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Afnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Shashamar.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazafka.
Tazaafka.
Wabawa'aka.
Waba'aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'atha.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam.
Aman.
Aman.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will look up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
From all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms chapter 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al damaya laka.
Al damaya laka.
Al takarash.
Al takarash.
Wa al tashakwat.
Wa al tashakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama yawan.
Yahama yawan.
Wa mashanayaka.
Wa mashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al imaka.
Al imaka.
Ya ira yamwa.
Wa I Salaki. Say it again, sir.
Ya ira yamwa.
Wa I
Ya ira yamwa.
Oh, ya ira yumya.
So why?
So why?
Wa yathaya I tazawa.
Wayataya I tazawa.
Al tazat pawanyaka.
Al tazat pawanyaka.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai tazawa.
Nayana tazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakadwa.
Yahadwa.
Yakadwa.
Yahadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Aholya.
Yaholya.
Aholya.
Aholya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashama Alyam.
Shama Alyam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashath.
Palashath.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanyalawat.
Labanyalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Asha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyam.
Kasayasara'a.
Kasamasya. Salaki.
Kasayasara'a.
Kasayasara'a.
Kabyabyan.
Kayabyam.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Kayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashawadwa.
Ba'ayanda ara.
Bayayanda ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayathamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadayamawa.
Nayatamawa.
Nadayamawa.
Nayadamawa.
Nadayamawa.
Nayadamawa.
Nadayamawa.
Nayadamawa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yab.
Yab.
Moa.
Moa.
Ka'irab.
Ka'arab.
Wakazaba.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakazabak.
Wakaza'ap.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Kal Nasaya Kumwa.
Kaya Nasaya Kumwa.
Kal Nasaya Kumwa.
Kal Nasaya Kumwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amawa.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ath.
Ath.
Na'awath.
Na'awath.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alhaya.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagalgala.
Kagalgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapunyaraka.
Lapunyaraka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba Ira ya Ira.
Taba Ira ya Ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakala'aya.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Thalahat.
Thalahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadatma.
Tharadatma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasawa Pathka.
Wabasaba Pathka.
Thabahalam.
Tahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Punyaham.
Punyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwanawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahalwa.
Waba'awa.
Wayabahalwa.
Wayabahalwa.
Ide ya ide.
Ide ya ide.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakapar.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Hatha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Ow.
Ow.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ow.
Ow.
Cow.
Cow.
Pa'arataza.
Paratiza.
Aman.
Aman.
In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee. Salakia. And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Salakia. And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarines. The Baal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zeb. Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as Zalmunna. Who said. Let us take to ourselves. The houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Art the most high. Over all the earth. So be it. The prayer for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai. Why Mayaka Allah. Why Mayaka Allah. Why Alahayim. Matazab Yah. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Quatazayanyam. Ha Kalyalyam. Waha Akwathian. Akwathian is the sisters.
Akwathian.
Yeah. Waha Akwathian. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai. The water Aman. In the English, bless you Yahweh. And Yahushai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabi, which means to be seated. Take that. Okay. You're going to sit right in the middle. All right. All right. Let's uncover the scroll. Okay. So what you do is you take this off. All right. Just like that. All right. Yeshabi, which means to be seated. You got your phone. You got your Bible. My phone, sir. All right. In Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. All right, scoot over just a little bit. There you go. All right, we should be too wild. We should be too wild. All right. Good. We're going to be in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. All right. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. Way the bar Yahweh al Mashal Amar. Verse 2. The bar al Banya Yasha'Allah. Wa Amarath Alaham. Mawa'idya Yahweh. Ashar. Thakor al Salakia. Thakor awa. Atham. Makwarya. Kodash. Allah Salakia. Allah. Hum. Mawa'idya. Verse 3. All right. Shashaf. Yum Yum. Thaisha. Malaka, Waba Yawam, Hashabayaya, Shabath, Shabathwan, Makora, Kodash, Kal, Malaka, La'a, Thaishua, Shabath, Hawa'a, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawa Salakia, Mawa Shab Thayakam, verse 4. Allah, Mawa Aidya, Yahweh, Makoria, Kodash, Ashar, Thakwarwa, Atham, Bamawa Idam, verse 5. Bakadash, Harashwan, Barabai, Aishar, Lakadash, Bayan, Hairabium, Pasach, La Yahweh. Wabakamash, Salakia, Salakia. Wabakamasha, Aishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Hazaha, Chag, Hamatazawath, Salakia, Layahawa, Shabaith, Yum Yum, Matazawath, the Aklawa, verse 7. Bayawam, Hara Ashwan, Makra'ah, Kodash, Yahya, Lakam, Kal, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, Aishua. All right? Now you're going to read it in English.
Okay. Leviticus 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Salakia, and the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation, even these are my feast. Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, and a holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Most High in all your dwellings. Verse 4. These are the feast of the Most High, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Verse 5. In the 14th day, in the first month, at even is the Most High's Passover. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Most High. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
All right. We'll clap it up. All right, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. Wahakorabtham, Ashah, La Yahweh, Shabaith, Yum Yum, Bayawam, Hashabayaya, Makorah, Kodash, Kal, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, the Aishua, verse 9. Way the bar Yahweh al Mashal Amar, verse 10. The bar al Banya Yasha'Allah, Wa Marath, Alaham, Kaya, Thabawa, Al, Harataza, Ashar, Anya, Nathan, Lakam, Wakwatazaratham, Ath, Kwataziyara, Wahaba'ath, Wabathum, Ath, Imar, Ra'ashath, Quatazi Rakum, Al, Hakahan, verse 11. All right. Wahanayap, Ath, Haimar, Lapunya, Yahweh, Laratazi Nakam, Mama Karath, Hashabath, Yanayatnawa, Hakahan, verse 12. Wa'aish Yatham, Bayawam, Hanayapkum, Ath, Haimar, Kabash, Thamayam, Salaki, Thamayam, Ban, Shanathwa, La'ila, La Yahweh, verse 13. Wamanathwa, Shanya, Aishuranyam, Salath, Balawala, Bashaman, Asha, La Yahweh, Rayach, Nayakach, Wanasaka, Yayan, Rabaya Aith, Hahayana, Salaki, Hahayana, Hahayan, all right, verse 14. Walakam, Wakwalya, Wakaramal, La'ah, Tha'aklawa, Ide, Itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Ide, Habayakam, Ath, Koraban, Alahayakam, Kokwath, Iwalam, Ladarathikam, Bakal, Mashabathikam. All right.
This is Leviticus 13 and 8
23.
In Salakia. Leviticus 23 and 8 in English. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High 7 days. In the 7th day is a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come unto the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Most High, to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf, and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Most High. Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Most High for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of an hin. Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green ears until the same day, Salakia, until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your power. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
All right. By the way, if anybody has any questions, you can always ask any questions. This is still a class, all right? Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. Wasapartham, Akam, Mamakorath, Hashabath, Mayawam, Habayakam, Ath, Imar, Hathanawapa, Shabathwath, Thamayamath, Thahayayana, verse 16. Ide, Mamakorath, Hashabath, Hashabayath, Thasapara, Salakia, Thasaparawa, Chamashyam, Yawam, Wakorabtham, Manakah, Kadash, La Yahweh, verse 17. Mama Salakia, Mama Washabathikam, Mama Washabathikam, Thabaya Awa, Lakam, Thanawapa, Shathyam, Shanya, Aishuranyam, Salath, Thahayayana, Chamataza, Tha'apyana, Bakawarium, La Yahweh. All right, verse 18. Wahakorabtham, Al, Halacham, Shabaith, Salakia, Shabaith, Kabashyam, Thamayamam, Banya, Shana, Wapar, Ban, Bakwar, Achad, Wayalam, Shanyam, Yahayawa, Allah, La Yahawa, Wamanachtham, Salakia, Wamanachtham, Wanasak Yaham, Asha, Rayach, Nayachach, La Yahawa, verse 19. Salakia, bear with me. Frozen, Salakia. Salakia, bear with me. It's Leviticus chapter 23, verse 19. All right. Wa'aishiatham, Sha'ayar, Isayam, Achad, Lakata'ath, Washanya, Kabashyam, Banya, Shana, Lazabach, Shalomyam. All right, verse 20. All right. Wahanayap, Hakahan, Atham, Al, Lacham, Habakawarium, Thanawapa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Shanya, Kabashyam, Kodash, Yahayawa, La Yahweh, Lakahan. Verse 21. Wakwatham, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Makwa'a, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Kal, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, Tha'ishua, Chakwath, Iwalam, Bakal, Mawa Shabathyakam, Ladarathyakam. All right.
That was 21, right, sir?
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on. All right, this is Leviticus 23, verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Most High. Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2/10 deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Most High. Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread seven lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Most High, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Most High. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Most High, with the two lambs, and shall be holy. Salakia. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Most High for the priest. Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day, that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in your dwellings throughout your generations.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. Wabaquatazarkum, Ath, Quatazayar, Aratazakam, La'ah, Thakala, Pa'ath, Shadak, Baquatazaraka, Salaki, Tazarak, Baquatazarak, Walaquat, Quatazayarak, La'ah, Thalaquat, La'anya, Walagar, Tha'izab, Atham, Anya, Yahweh, Alahayakam, verse 23. Wa'edabar Yahweh al Mashal La'amar, verse 24. Debar al Banya Yasha'ala La'amar, Bachadash, Hashabayaya, Ba'achad, Lachadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Shabbathwan, Zakarawan, Tharawai, Makora'ah, Kodash, 25, verse 25. Kal, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, Tha'ishua, Wakorabtham, Asha, Layahawa, verse 26. Way the bar Yahweh al Masha la Amar, verse 27. Ak, Ba'ishawar, Lakadash, Hashabayaya, Hazaha, Yawam, Hakaparium, Hawa'ah, Makora'ah, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Salakia, Wa'anyatham, Ath, Napasthayakam, Wa'akorabtham, Asha, La Yahweh, verse 28. Wakal, Malaka, La'ah, Tha'ishua, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Kaya, Yawam, Kaparium, Hawa'ah, Lakapar, Alyakam, Lapunya, Yahweh, Alahayakam.
What verse was that, sir? 30?
No, 28. 20. So you're going to start at 22.
Okay, kind of, sir. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest. When thou reapest. Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Most High Yahweh. So like, I'm the Most High your power. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of the trumpets, and holy convocation. Verse 25. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. Verse 26. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 27. Also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you. And ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Unto the Most High. Verse 28. And ye shall do no work in that same day. For it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Most High your power.
Any questions so far? Since you have any questions? You got any questions up?
Sir.
All right. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. If anybody has any questions online, also you can ask. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. Kaya, Kal, Hanapash, Ashar, La'ah, Tha'ina, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Wanakarath, Ma'imya, verse 30. Wakal, Hanapash, Ashar, Tha'isha, Kal, Malaka, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Wa'abadathia, Ath, Hanapash, Hahawa'ah, Makorab, Aima. All right. Verse 31. Kal, Malaka, La'ah, Tha'ishua, Kakwath, Iwalam, Ladarathikam, Bakal, Mashabathikam. Verse 32. Shabbathwan, Hawa'ah, Lakam, Wa'anyatham, Ath, Napasthiakam, Bathshai, Lakadash, Bairab, Mairab, Irab, Thashabathwa, Shabbathkam. Verse 33. Waydabar Yahweh al Mashal la Amar. Verse 34. Debar al Banya Yasha'ala la Amar. Bakamasha, Aishar Yawam Lakadash, Hashabayaya, Hazaha, Chag, Hasakawath, Shabaith, Yum La Yahweh. Verse 35. Bayawam, Hara'ashwan, Makwa'ah, Kodash, Kal, Malakath, Ibadah, La'ah, Isupk. All right.
Okay. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Verse 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your dwellings, Salakia, throughout your generations in all of your dwellings. Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month at even, from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbaths. Verse 33. And the Lord spake, Salaki, and the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Most High. 35. Mm-hmm. Verse 35, on the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 36. Shaba'ai, Yum Yum, Thakoryabwa, Asha, La Yahweh, Bayawam, Hashemayanya, Makora, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Wakorabtham, Asha, La Yahweh, Itazarath, Hawa'ah, Kal, Malakaf, Ibadah, La'ah, Tha'ishua. All right, verse 37. Allah, Mawa'idya, Yahweh, Ashar, Thakwawa, Atham, Makwarya, Kodash, Lahakoyab, Asha, La Yahweh, Ilah, Wamanaka, Zabach, Wanasakyam, Debar, Yawam, Bayawamwa. All right. Verse 38. Malabad, Shabbathath, Yahweh, Wamalabad, Mathanawathyakam, Wamalabad, Kal, Nadaradyakum, Nadaryakam, Salaki, Nadaryakam, Wamalabad, Kal, Nadabwathyakam, Ashar, Thathanwa, Thathanwa, La Yahweh, verse 39. Ak, Bakamash, Aishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Hashabayaya, Ba'asapkum, all right, Ath, Thabawa'ath, Ha'arataza, Thakagwa, Ath, Kag, Yahweh, Salakia, Yahweh, Shabaith, Yum Yum, Bayawam, Hara'ashwan, Shabbathwan, Wabayawam, Hashem Salakia, Hashemayanya, Shabbathwan, verse 40. Walaquatham, Lakam, Bayawam, Hara'ashwan, Parya, Salakia, Aitazah, Hadar, Kapath, Thamarium, Wa'ainap, Aitazah, Ibath, Salakia, Wa'irabya, Nakal, Washamachtham, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayakam, Shabaith, Yum Yum, verse 41. Wakagagtham, Athwa, Kag, La Yahweh, Shabaith, Yum Yum, Bashana, Kakwath, Iwalam, Nadarathyakam, Bakadash, Hashabayaya, Thakagawa, Athwa, verse 42. Basakath, Thashabaw, Salaki, the Shabwa, Shabaith, Yum Yum, Kal, Ha'azarach, Bayashala, Yeshabua, Basakath.
Leviticus 23, verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. 37. These are the feast of the Lord, of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation. To offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and a drink offering, everything upon his day. Verse 38, besides the Sabbaths of the Most High, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Most High. Verse 39.
So I see you over there writing. You got any questions? You know what we're going over right now, Leviticus 23rd chapter? Mm-hmm. What are we going over right now?
What I'm understanding is to honor the Sabbath day and the Feast of Tabernacles.
Do you know all that what we just read in Leviticus 23rd chapter?
Do I know all of it? I don't know.
What we just read are the feasts and the holy convocations of the Most High God. Like we were going over the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Pesach, the Passover, the Day of Atonement, the Feast of Purim, you understand, the Feast of First Fruits. These are the things that are all found in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter.
That's right.
Like a lot of Christians, a lot of fake Israelites, what they believe is things that are not in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. Leviticus chapter 23, what we're reading right now, is where you get all of the Lord's high holy days. Like you don't have anything outside of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, Salagia. This is it. It's not Christmas in here. It's not Thanksgiving. It's not some new blood moon garbage. This is all the Most High gave us.
Right.
You understand? Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. So that's everything we're reading right now, sis. The Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Day of Atonement, the Passover, the Feast of First Fruits, the Feast of Tabernacles, the memorial blowing of the trumpets. These are the high holy days. The Sabbath day, which is the first day the Most High God told us to keep holy. Then the Pesach of the Passover, then unleavened bread, the Feast of First Fruits. All of these things are right here. And what it shows you is that everything we do is about coming together as a people. Everything we do is about loving the Most High God, and the way you show you love the Most High God is by coming together with your brothers and your sisters. Not individuals, not just your individual family, your immediate family, but with all of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's
the
right.
Most High God ordered us to do that. That's how you come together. That's how you unify. That's how you show the Most High God that you love him, is by doing what he said to do. Is by keeping his commandments, observing his high holy days, doing the days of the Lord like we're doing right now, the Sabbath day. Everybody understand? All right, so keep going. What you got out?
What was that? Verse 39, I believe.
Verse 39, Khan.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you, Salakia, and ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Most High your power 7 days.
Like this here is the Feast of the Tabernacles, or the Feast of Booths. Meaning that this is the time where we were to remember and commemorate when we were coming out of Egypt, out of the land of our captivity, the first time. And the Most High God ordered all the Israelites born to keep the day of the Feast of Tabernacles, to remember as we came out of Egypt, we dwelled in booths. A tabernacle is a tent, but it's more than just a tent. It's not some tent you just go and set up in your backyard.
Right.
You understand? A tent, this is a tabernacle. It houses you and your family. And it's like what those Native Indian, the tribe of Gad, would do with the teepees. That's a tabernacle. Not some tent you go and buy at the grocery store at Outdoor Sports Academy.
Right.
This thing here is something that is glorious. It's something that is glorious. It's what we lived in as we were coming out of Egypt. Now, of course, today you don't have to go for the Feast of Tabernacles and set up a tent. You don't have to do that. Why? Because we're homeless, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians.
That's right.
We live in tent cities. You don't have to go and do something you already do. We live in tents. We're homeless. We sleep under the bridge in tents right here on Independence Avenue.
That's
right there on 31st and Prospect. Right there on 24th and Brooklyn. We're poor, right? We don't have to remember that now. Why? Because we're living it right now. So you don't have to go and set up a tent. But this is what you better do for the Feast of Tabernacles. You better come into the Isupk and keep the commandments of the Most High God.
That's right.
That will get you out of the tent city. That will get you off of prostitution. That will get you off of drugs. That will get you out of celebrating your oppressors' holidays and saving your kids' life and your family's life if you do the things that the Most High God taught us and ordered us to do. Everybody understand? Like a tent is a tabernacle is more than just a tent, but it is in essence a tent. And it's where we dwelled as we came out of the land of Egypt. And the Most High God, something that is so heavy with the high holy days of Feast of Purim, the Feast of First Fruits in particular, and the Feast of Tabernacles, along with all of our high holy days, all of it teaches us selflessness, right, which is a beautiful thing, which is something we don't have. We don't learn to be selfless in the church. We learn to be selfish.
Right.
We learn to care about ourselves, what's best for us, like that P. Diddy and Jay-Z and LeBron James and Michael Jackson and O.J. Simpson,
right,
and the blacks and Hispanics that you vote in politics and the black pastors that you listen to on Sunday. They are selfish and traitors to black people like Dr. King, traitors to black people like Malcolm X,
right,
traitors to black people like Jesse Jackson, because all they care about is themselves.
That's right.
The Most High God made it a point. He made it a law in Israel that in the Feast of First Fruits, you don't gather all of the fruit in your land. Did you know that, sis? That we're not supposed to, something that America has, our oppressor in his kingdom, he has what's called a welfare system. Well, the first welfare system is right here in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter.
That's right.
The Most High God told us not to glean all of the grapes or to pick all of the fruits and vegetables in our field. Don't slaughter all of the animals on your farm or ranch. Why? To leave them for brothers and sisters who don't have the money to buy them.
That's right.
The oppressor and Christianity makes you feel bad for being poor. Being poor is not a sin. There's no sin to be poor. The blacks and Hispanics that have money have an obligation to take care of God's people that are poor. Everybody can have $1 million.
That's right.
Everybody can make 300 million. Everybody can dribble a ball and rap and sing and dance and entertain to make money for our oppressor. But we can have integrity and we can keep the laws of God.
That's
and
right.
A lot of part of the laws of the Most High God, especially observing the Lord's high holy days, are for us to give back to the brothers and sisters who don't have what they're supposed to have. Just because you are poor does not mean you have to starve. Just because you are poor doesn't mean you have to go thirsty like the brothers in Flint, Michigan, and the sisters and the brothers down there in Jackson, Mississippi. Because you are poor doesn't mean that you have to starve to death. But the Christian church will let you starve to death.
That's
Jesse
right.
Jackson will let you starve to death. Kenny Alexander will let you starve to death.
Right.
Mayor Quentin Lucas will let you starve to
right.
death. And won't give you anything out of all of the money they've stolen from poor black people. Out of all of the money they've stolen from Hispanics. Out of all of the land they've raped and taken from the North American Indian, they won't let you have a dime. They will let you starve to death. They will let you go thirsty and your child die because they're thirsty. Not in Israel, man. The Most High God set up laws and set up a system for blacks and Hispanics that have enough to give it to the brothers and sisters who don't have enough. Because you are poor, there's no sin in that. But if you go into the Christian church, if you go into the Muslim mosque, if you're into politics, they'll make you feel bad for being poor. They'll tell you to pull yourselves up from your own bootstrap.
Right.
But the Most High God made sure life was not designed to be hard for brothers and sisters who are poor and who have fallen on hard times. The Most High God made a law to relieve them that are waxing poor, to charge them that are rich, that do not take care of the poor people and do not take care of God's people. Just because the woman is poor, she shouldn't have to go and sell her body.
Right.
Just because a brother is poor, he shouldn't have to go and sell drugs.
Right.
He shouldn't have to go and bribe and break banks and break in somebody's homes and kick in doors so he can be 14 with a charge of breaking and entering.
Right.
That's on the heads of the Christian church. That's the fault of the Christian church. Black people are poor because the Christian church have stolen all of the money. You are not supposed to be prostituting up and down the street just so you can make ends meet. The Christian church is supposed to make sure that you don't have to sell your body just to make ends meet. The Christian church is supposed to make sure that a brother doesn't have to sell drugs just to buy Pampers.
That's right.
The church's responsibility and is responsible for your welfare, for your well-being, for your poverty, and for your success. It's supposed to be on the head of the church, but instead they rape us blind. They take our money and they do not protect us. That's why the Most High God set up an order for us to come into the Isupk a long time ago. Commander General Yohana set up the order a long time ago for all Israelites that are born to come into the Isupk so you can get the help you need, so you can get the help you deserve, or else you're going to be somewhere selling drugs, or else you're going to be somewhere nodding off high on fentanyl, overdosing on fentanyl, high on weed, drunk on lean, leaning over on promethazine and codeine. That's not the way God intended life for his people, man.
Right.
God intended us to be right here, to be keeping the Sabbath day holy, to keep the Feast of Tabernacles and the Feast of Purim, and keep Pesach, the Passover, holy, man.
That's right.
That's what we're supposed to be doing, but instead the church has us under their witchcraft. The church has us in their service on Sundays, and they teach us absolutely nothing. And here you're going to learn the truth about God's words, man.
That's
Keep
right.
going what you got out.
Count on one con, sir. Leviticus 23, verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Most High 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43.
No, that's it. That's 42.
Oh, okay. Come on.
All right. These are the last 7. Go ahead, sis.
So, is there a breakdown more of the rest of the high holy days, telling us like what they're for? Like
absolutely, you talking precepts? Yeah, there are precepts to each high holy day. Okay. You understand? And I mean, do you need them all? You want them all now?
No.
Okay, there are precepts to. So this Leviticus 23 is just teaching us the reasons behind why we do what we do, and all of it has to do with us coming out of Egypt. If you notice, it's all after Egypt, after our slavery in Egypt, because it's something to celebrate and keep to remember when we were slaves in Egypt. God. It's supposed to be kept throughout all our generations, meaning forever, right? That's why at the end you would always hear, like what the brother just read, that your generations, ye shall dwell in booths 7 days, all that are Israelites born. You keep hearing Israelites that are born all throughout your generations forever. Keep it as a statute, a commandment to observe and to do, a holy convocation, meaning a gathering. These are things that are never supposed to be let go from among us. You understand? We're always supposed to keep these things and observe these things. And if you want just a general breakdown of why we do all of the Lord's high holy days, including Hanukkah. By the way, Hanukkah is not in Leviticus 23. It is not a high holy. Hanukkah is not a high holy day. Hanukkah is a commemoration, right? It's something we do to commemorate the brave and noble acts of the men during the Maccabean Wars. Judas Maccabees, all the brothers, Eleazar, all of those brothers and those sisters that stood up, like Judith or Yahweh-Bath, daughter of God in the Hebrew. All of those strong blacks, Hispanics that stood up for God's people during the Maccabean Wars, where we fought with the Greeks and the Romans in 1st and 2nd Maccabees. We do the Feast of Hanukkah to remember that. But it is not a high holy. It's not in the Leviticus 23rd chapter, but we do it in the Isupk to remember those brothers and those sisters. God. But there's a breakdown for every single high holy day. Passover, I'm sure you're aware, that's the most famous one. The Lord's Passover is specifically because of Egypt. Like that's a high holy day that we celebrate the Most High God, our power, destroying our enemies. You understand? Like, and that's just the general breakdown of it. That's the reason why we do all of the Lord's high holy days, is because it remembers us at a time when we were poor and didn't have anything. And we're supposed to remember it so that we don't ever forget where we once were. Like the Bible has a scripture in the Bible. This is a precept. Remember ye days of old. Like sit down to the old and they will tell thee. That's in the Bible. Like we're not supposed to, blacks and Hispanics, we have a tradition now because of slavery where we don't pass down anything. Right. We don't pass down land. We don't pass down cars. We don't pass down homes. We don't pass down resources. Livestock. We die, and then you leave your children dead. That's not supposed to be. We're supposed to pass this Bible down. This is our Constitution. This is our heritage. And if you lose this, then you lose everything. Now some white man can call himself by your name when they're living their lie on your backs. You understand? Like, these things are supposed to always be passed down. The Feast of Passover, and you're supposed to sit down with them kids and tell them, listen, this is why we keep the Lord's Passover. We keep the Lord's Passover because we're celebrating the Most High God destroying and killing and murdering all of those Egyptians so we could be free. The Most High God displayed his ultimate gift of love to us during the Passover, when the death angel came and wiped out all of the Egyptians, the firstborn of the Egyptians. The firstborn of everything, and not just the males, but the firstborn of every living thing died in Egypt.
Right.
For us. Like, that's sacrifice.
God.
That's what you're supposed to teach the kids, not teaching them about Halloween and Thanksgiving. Give them a breakdown of Passover, Pesach, of the Feast of Unleavened Bread when we were coming out of Egypt and we didn't have leaven because we had to be in a rush. We had to make haste so God can kill our enemies. Like, the whole Leviticus 23 breakdown is the high holy days and all of them about us coming out of Egypt, so that in general sense, now this is a general breakdown, so we can remember all of the struggle, the sacrifice, and the brotherhood that it took for us to get to where we were after we came out of Egypt.
And Salaki, if I could, and our enemies.
Right.
Because the Lord, there's a scripture that says, never trust thine enemy.
That's right.
You understand? And that's the reason why we fall so easily, is because we have no idea what we've been throughout our history.
That's right.
Because we don't keep our high holy days. Because the heritage and the culture has been suppressed, and we got a vulture who's running around claiming to be us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And making a mockery and a foolery out of the high holy days and the things that we're supposed to commemorate.
That's right.
So if we take that back and we take control of that, there won't be so many of us who can't understand that they are oppressed in America and that they're not free.
That's right.
You understand? So there's a reason for that, to teach your children young, to get them to understand these nations have always had their foot on your necks, but you have a power.
That's right.
And you have one who will bring you out of this if you yet serve him.
That's right.
So that's the reason for our high holy days also.
Right. Now, of course, in that's in general. Now, there are scriptures and breakdowns you can get, sis, for each high holy day. You want the breakdown and the precepts for Purim and Passover, they are there, and we will give those to you. All right, sis, but you just wanted a general breakdown. That's just in general. All right. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 43. Lama ayin yada ayin salaki yadawa dorathikum kaya basakawath hawashabthia ath banya yasha'ala bahawatazi salakia bahawatazi awuthum ma'awataza Salakia, Matazarium, Anya, Yahweh, Alahayakum. Verse 44. Waydabar, Masha, Ma'idya, Yahweh, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala. All right. Leviticus chapter 24, verse 1. Waydabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, Amar. Verse 2. Aita, Salakia. Tazawa, Ath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Wayakokath, Salakia, Wayakokawa, Alayak, Shaman, Zayath, Zak, Katyath, Lama Awar, Laha Ilah, Salakia, Laha Ilath, Nar, Thamyad. Right, Thamyad, that's always. Right, because it's a powerful captain in the school, Captain Kahan Thamyad. Mm-hmm. His name means priest always. Kahan, when you hear Kahanyam or Lakahan, or in the Bible as I was reading it, as you read on the Sabbath day, part of Lashawan Kodash, you hear Lakahan, Kahan, Hakahan, that's priest. You know, something about priest. Lakahan, the priest, Hakahan, priest, the priest, priestium, or, yes, that would be plural in Hebrew. Right, so Hakahan, that's plurals, meaning multiple priests. But Kahan is priest. Thamyah, which I just read, is always, or something that is always going. Continue, always. That's what Thamyah is. Okay. Right, if you want to put that in your notes. Thamyah is always. All right, verse 3. Machawataza, Laparkath, Haidath, Bahal, Mawa'ai, Yairak, Athawa, Aharon, which is Aaron. Ma'irab, Id, Baquar, Lepunya, Yahweh, Thamyad, there you go again. Kakwath, Iwalam, Ladarathyakum, verse 4. Al, Hamanara, Hatahara, Ya'iraq, Ath, Hanarath, Lepunya, Yahweh, Thamyad, verse 5. Walakokath, Salath, Wa'apayath, Atha, Shethyam, Aishara, Kalawath, Shanya, Aisharanyam, Yahaya, Hakalah, Hakath.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths.
That's one of the breakdowns right there, sis. Why do we keep the Feast of Tabernacles or the Feast of Booths? So the Most High, read that part again, Konaya.
That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths.
The Most High God designed for us to be a low people, not to be a people that are haughty, the way the oppressors that are and the heathens that are around about us are. You're not supposed to get money and then go buy 24 Rolls Royces. That ain't the way the Most High God intended for us to be. We're people that are meant to dwell in booths, right. To be lowly, to be the meek of the earth, the salt of the earth. We're not saying that it's wrong to have money, but when you get money, we ain't the people that show it. You understand? Go buy all the new stuff, the new Jordans. Nah, we are people who's going to give that money back to our people to help them. That's the way the Most High God made us.
So like, what was Jacob? A plain man, dwelling in tents?
That's who we are. That's Yaquab. That's Israel. That's who we are. All right, go ahead. That's good. That was a good point.
So like, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 44. And Moses declared...
No. You still got to finish when I brought them out of...
Oh, okay. Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths, when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Most High, your power. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Most High. Leviticus chapter 24, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they bring unto thee pure oil, olive, beaten from the light, to cause the lamps to burn continually. Verse 3. Without the veil of the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation shall Aaron order it from the evening unto the morning before the Most High continually. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Verse 4. He shall order the lamps upon the pure candlestick before the Most High continually.
Most High Christ, clap it. That's verse 5?
Mm-hmm. No, I was coming to 5.
Oh, Salaki, go ahead.
Salaki, okay. Verse 5. And thou shalt take fine flour and bake 12 cakes thereof. 2 tenths deal shall be in 1 cake.
Now go ahead and clap it up. All right. Imagine, which means to stand. Just us up here. Stand. This thing back up. So like I meant to tell you, before you held it the first time when we were praying, you're supposed to have it on that.
Okay, kind of.
All right. There you go. All right. Sar. The left hand, right hand out.
La Yashala.
Sar. No, you handed it to me. Sar. All right, now you hit
Do we need them unwrapped?
No. There you go. Got it? All right. Now, Wapunya Salakia. I imagine now everybody stand. Wapunya Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east. All right. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. All right. I'll just say it. I'll say them. We're going to speed through this real fast for time's sake. All right. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwithka, Saba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Nathananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaklanawa, Kabawathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawathinawa, Wala'ah, Thabayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Wa'ala, Wa'ataparath, Lai, Walam Yamaman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. The prayer for the power, Hakak, in the Hebrew. Salakia. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Babu Kushai, the Thundernawa, Hakak, La Pa'ah, Kal Machala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar. Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwim, Hamathiam, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatama Allah, Lagarashan, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. The prayer to bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha Allah, Wahab, Bayafsaparim, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. And what we just said was, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel in the school, bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalm chapter 121 in the Hebrew. Salakia. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratiza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam. Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamninka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarach, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'athka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'aid, Awalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore, so be it. Psalms chapter 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, al damayah laka, al tacharash, wa al tashakwat, al kayah, hana, awayabyaka, yahama yawan, wa mashanayaka, nasha'awa, ra'ash, alamaka, yarayamwa, sawad, wayathayai tazawa, al tazapawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lab, Yakhadwa, Aliyaka, Bayath, Yakarathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashama Alia, Mawa'awa, Wahagaria, Gabal, Salakia, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashat, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Nadayamawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazabach, Wakatazalmanai, Kana Sayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagawgala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Raka, Salaki, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Taba Ira, Wakalahaba, Thalahat, Haryam, Khan, Tabadatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Waya Bahalwa, Aidya'i, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'iwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawah, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha, Rataza, Aman. In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salakia. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera. at Sujabin at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb, yea, all their princes, as Abah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempests, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded, in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High, over all the earth. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. All right. Men of Israel, Salakia. Hold on. I'm ahead of myself. Sisters, you may be seated. Shabia. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. So now, Sar, you won't turn to me. I'm the only brother here. All right. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrak Yah. All right, Sar. All right. You go ahead and put it down. The water, sir. All right. All right. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, I'm Shabbat. Aymadyam. Barak. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrak Thumb. Yajimatah, sisters, Aymadyam, which means to stand. Brother Sar, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Aymadyam, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And then for sisters, you're going to put your right hand over your left. You're going to have your heels at a 45-degree angle with your head bowed down, and you're going to have your elbows popped out like this, sis, and it's going to be above your heart right there. And then you're going to repeat after me. Yahweh, Shamar, Alatha, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Most High Christ. Dismissed.